Hi, I'm Iain MacLeod, aka the Southern Man. A couple of weeks ago, the Minister of Immigration here in New Zealand rang me up to pick my brains, as she occasionally does when she wants a bit of advice on something. That gave me the opportunity of suggesting a few things to her as we count down to the November national elections here in New Zealand. And while I don't think there's going to be significant policy announcements made by any party when it comes to immigration for this election, primarily because there is broad-based agreement on how our immigration policy settings should look. There's one thing that's been getting on my wick for some time. We expect before people file most visa applications that they've carried out all sorts of pre-application checks, for example, qualification assessments, English language exams, and so on. But one thing we've never done for people who might have a concern that they could have a health condition that could lead to their visa being declined, being able to find out before they spend often many thousands of dollars in visa application fees, whether they are of an acceptable standard of health. And I'm sure the bureaucracy has got all sorts of reasons why it would be inconvenient or difficult for such a process to be put in place. But I said to the Minister, why don't we set up a system where, for a fee, naturally, someone who is seeking a temporary or permanent stay in New Zealand can actually apply and provide the government with all the information that it needs in order to make an assessment on whether the applicant is of an acceptable standard of health or not. And yes, it may be complicated bureaucratically and operationally, but it's a really good idea. And even the Minister herself thought that it was quite a good one. So let's see where this idea lands in an election year when we've got a government hell-bent on cutting through all the red tape, not just around immigration, but around doing business in New Zealand.